In order to effectively chair a department and a faculty, there are three C's that are a part of my own philosophy of leading, and they all happen to begin with the two letters C-O. The first word that's important for, it's difficult for many people to understand, but is the word command, as in command. People want to be commanded, they need clarity, and so commanding is important to tell people what it's important for in their work, what it is you want them to feel about themselves. So we command, we command together. The second word that is the second C that's very, very important to consider is a little bit more on the soft side, it's a little bit more relational, but it's control, control. And control is about people need to be commanded, but then if you don't provide control, you're not thinking about their needs. So you provide control. And I think of systems of control and structure around who does what, when, and how. And it's my job to provide that structure. And many faculty, they thank me for that. And then the third co-word is cooperation. And that, if you look at cooperation, if we break that down, it starts with co, as I said, but it also, I actually like to twist it a bit into co-opt-eration. And to co-opt means to invite someone from an existing thing to be a part of your thing. It's actually not to invite, but to demand, to command, if you will, that they be a part of that. And so you co-opt, and then the we kind of leave that off, and it's ation. And I want to focus on shun. What we do is we shun away other ways of thinking. And so that's what in industrial organizational psychology, that's our focus. Command, control, and co-opteration.
Do you have a moment?
Yeah, sure.
I have a few questions about what it's like for you to live and work in the culture of the 3 C's.
Oh yeah. Our department lives and breathes the 3 C's. I've actually taken it on as my own, and what I've realized I can do effectively is have the faculty shun their ideas away. You know, that was really ingrained in me, so I've shunned their ideas away, and my favorite is the co-opterate, meaning bring people into a group, being my group. And so I've been able to manipulate them, if you will, to adopt my way of thinking, and they don't even know I'm doing it. So, an example, if Paul wants to create a new course, I am able to, without him knowing, make him go off course and come into a way of thinking that is my own. Hey, can I ask you a question?
Absolutely.
What's it like to work in the IO department with the 3 C's?
C cubed, as it's less affectionately known around here. Let me think about that for a second. You know, my boss believes himself to be so wise and so inspirational. But the thing is I have another C for him, and that is C-A-R-E. And I don't.
Hey, Joey, can I ask you a question?
Sure.
What's it like to work in the IO department with the 3 C's?
The 3 C's. You're referring to Rob's theory of leadership?
Mm-hmm.
Well, you know, we practice from an evidence-based model, and so the 3 C's is based on really some early work. And do we got time for this? Can I share? It's based on some early work by none other than, you know, our friend Dr. Sigmund Freud. So let me just take you back. A lot of folks don't know this about some of Freud's earlier work, but you know, like many things, he's fathered a lot of great theories, and so including Anna, of course. But with respect to organizations, his early thought on the id, that is the basic employee. That is the, and again, this is taking Freud's theory and applying it, and again, a lot of folks haven't done this, but if you read Freud in his original language in German, you will find that, well actually it's Viennese, if you read in the original Viennese like I can, you'll find that his theory really translates nicely to the 3 C's and really provides the support and theory. So it is the basic employee, and then we have the ego, which is the more, the ego is is pretty much your middle management. And then finally we end up with your super ego. And this is really super ego, CEO. You can see how, the way the Viennese and English kind of that it was rooted CEO actually comes from super ego. It sounds like it. And so, so with the 3 C's that Rob has, again, we're a theoretically and an evidence-based approach here to management and leadership. And we, again, find our roots here in Dr. Freud's work.
Hey, Paul, can I ask you a question?
Sure.
What's it like to work with the 3 C's?
Oh God. Is this Rob's?
Yeah.
So I would say that we don't have a 4th C, which is the coordination C. Everything. Okay, you want to know the truth? Everything in this whole department is a waste of time. We spend, we have to start a faculty meeting. When was it supposed to start? Half an hour ago? I'd like control over times. And I'd also like a little bit of respect for the kinds of stuff that we do. So for example, I've showed you, right? Mm-hmm. Where do our students end up? Who's responsible for this? Mr. Coordination Control? No. You want to see a few thank you notes? How's this for command, control, coordination? That's what I want. I want a little respect.